Hello everyone, welcome to another video lecture in the series of NCERT for class 10th. Today we are going to start with the poem How to Tell Wild Animals. So this poem is a humorous poem which helps us in identifying animals, different wild animals in a humorous way. So let's start with the poem. If ever you should go by chance to jungle in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast. Now, jungles in the east, that means you must have seen the world map. तो उसमें जो east और west, ठीक है, दो parts में divide करते हैं. तो east की side पे जो jungles हैं, if you go there, that means Asia में, है ना, Asian side पे अगर आप जंगल में जाएंगे, तो you will find a large and tawny beast. Tawny means yellow. Yeah, yellow या फिर yellow brownish color का. If you find a beast, if he roars at you as you're dying, like if you're dying and he's roaring at you, you'll know it is the Asian lion. So you'll know if you're dying and he's roaring at you, so that means it's the Asian lion. ठीक है? So to identify the Asian lion, you'll have to die and he'll be roaring at you, and that's how you'll know that it's the Asian lion. Okay, then let's look at the next animal, how to identify the next animal. Or if sometime when roaming around, if you're roaming around, a noble wild beast greets you. A noble wild beast greets you. A high-born wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground. Now, black stripes on a yellow ground, you can easily identify कि black stripes yellow ground पे किसके होते हैं. Just notice if he eats you. Okay, you'll notice अगर वो आपको खा रहा है. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. Bengal tiger, you'll recognize. Discern means to recognize. Okay, so you'll know that it's the Bengal tiger. That if he has black stripes on a yellow ground, and if he simply starts just eating you, that means it's the Bengal tiger. Okay, so now we know how to identify the Asian lion and Bengal tiger. Of course, after the identification, he won't be alive, but yeah, still. If strolling forth a beast of view, whose hide with spots is peppered. See, hide means skin, and with peppered means like covered with spots. Whose skin is covered with spots. As soon as he has leapt on you, as soon as he has jumped on you, jumped at you, you'll know it is the leopard. How will you identify the leopard? Okay, first of all, he'll have spots. Okay, उसकी skin पे क्या होंगे? Spots होंगे, and then he'll jump at you, jump right at you. Then you'll know that it's the leopard. This will do no good to roar with pain. He'll only leap and leap again. ठीक है, so he'll leap and leap again. आप कोई फायदा नहीं है अगर आप if you shout, if you cry, if you roar with pain, it's going to do no good. He will keep leaping on you. ठीक है, then if when you're walking around your yard, if you're in the house and you're walking around the yard, अपने आप garden में अगर you're walking around, you meet a creature there who hugs you very very hard. अगर एक ऐसा कोई एनिमल आए जो आपको बहुत टाइटली हग कर ले, बी श्योर इट्स अ बेयर. तो वो क्या होगा? एक बेयर होगा. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स, आई गेस ही विल गिव यू जस्ट वन मोर केयर्स. कि अगर आपको थोड़ा सा भी डाउट हो उसके बाद भी, ही विल हग यू सो टाइटली कि आपको अगर उसके बाद भी कोई डाउट हो तो ही विल गिव यू वन मोर जेंटल टच एंड यू विल नो दैट इट्स द बेयर. देन though to distinguish beasts of prey, a novice might not plus. कि beast of prey जो हैं, उनको distinguish करने के लिए a novice means a person who's new to something, might not plus, might be confused. वो थोड़ा सा confuse हो जाएगा. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyenas thus. Crocodile और hyena में आप लोग कैसे differentiate करोगे? That hyenas come with merry smiles. You must have seen hyenas. Hyenas ऐसा लगता है that they are smiling. Their face, it looks like they are smiling. But if they weep, they are crocodiles. Or you must have heard the phrase, the idiom that crocodile tears, है ना, ये idiom सुना होगा ना सबने, स्टोरी भी सुना होगा crocodile वाली, जो उसमें वो झूठे आंसू होते हैं उसके, crocodile के falls जो tears होते हैं. So because of that कि अगर if they are weeping, they are crocodiles, and if they come with a merry smile, then they are the hyenas. Okay. Then the true chameleon is small. एक जो एक्चुअल जो chameleon होता है वो कैसा होता है, स्मॉल होता है. A lizard sort of thing, lizard के जैसा दिखाई देता है. It looks like a lizard. He hasn't any ears at all, उसके ears नहीं होते हैं, and not a single wing, और ना ही wings होते हैं. If there is nothing on the tree, अगर ट्री पे आपको कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है, like there is nothing and no one on the tree, that means this the chameleon you see. तो वो क्या है, chameleon, because chameleon can change the color of its skin, right? So that's why कि अगर आपको कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है, that means it's a chameleon, क्योंकि उसने अपने आप को hide कर लिया है. Okay, so that was the poem. हमने काफी सारे animals को identify करने की tricks जान ली है कि कैसे हम उनको identify कर सकते हैं. A poem by Carolyn Wells. Now let's look at the rhyme scheme. What's the rhyme scheme? The rhyme scheme is A B A B C C. चलो कोई से भी stanza से ले लेते हैं. A B C C. C. Small all. दोनों सेम है. Thing wing. Tree C. Okay. A B C C. That's your rhyme scheme. Now about the poetic devices. First is enjambment. Now what is enjambment? The continuation of one line to the other without any punctuation mark, right? So, and if there should be to you advance a large and tawny beast. ये क्या है, यहाँ पे कंटिन्यू हो जाना चाहिए था. It's like a one single sentence, but वो दूसरी लाइन में कंटिन्यू हो गया, and there is no punctuation mark here, as you can see. So that means it's enjambment here. Then we have inversion. Now what is inversion? Inversion is the change in the format of the sentence. जो format, जो proper format हम follow करते हैं sentence का, it's not that the poet has changed it for some reason, to rhyme maybe, or to put emphasis. जैसे in this sentence, and if there should be to you advance, as you can see, it's not a properly formed sentence. So that's inversion. Okay. Then we have assonance, consonance. तो हम लोगों ने already पढ़ लिया है काफी सारी बार. So assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds. Okay. So as you can see, you, should, then we have should, to, you, then we have ro, you. ठीक है, ये सारे क्या हो रहे हैं, ये आपके रिपीट हो रहे हैं ये वाले साउंड्स. ठीक है, that's your assonance. Then you have allusion. What is allusion? किसी भी फेमस पर्सन या किसी भी फेमस कैरेक्टर को जब मेंशन किया जाता है पोम में, that's your allusion. that जैसे कि एशियन लायन हो गया, बंगाल टाइगर हो गया आपका ना, इन सबको मेंशन किया है पोम में, that's your allusion. Then next we have is personification. Throughout the poem काफी सारी जगह पे personification हुआ है. The poet has used he for animals, even though it use होना चाहिए animals के लिए, there has been, he has been used. ठीक है, so that's your personification. Then we have alliteration. Alliteration is the initial sound, when initial consonant sound same होते हैं, nearby words के initial sound consonant sound होगा and same होगा. So that's your alliteration. That means roaming round, ro sound repeat हो रहा है. Then we have poetic license. Poetic license is when a poet changes the spelling of a word just for it to maybe rhyme with other words, or maybe to emphasize the particular word. That's your poetic license. जैसे leapt है ना, और leap, leapt, ये सारे words को क्या किया उन्होंने, different spellings use किए हैं इसके लिए, right? Then we have repetition. Repetition is the repetition of a word. जैसे ये leap and leap, ये word ये repeat हुआ है. Then we have consonants. Consonants में consonant sounds get repeated, जैसे कि the G sound, single wing g, G sound is being repeated, that's your consonants. And then we have, okay, so these were the poetic devices. Okay, then let's look at the solutions, the NCERT solutions. Does dine really rhyme with lion? Can you say it in such a way that it does? Okay, so dine means the actual word is dying, but the poet has written dine to rhyme it with lion, dine lion, right? It is rhyming, but yeah, ये तो rhyme नहीं कर रहा है, but when we write it like this, it is somewhere rhyming. So that's why to make it rhyme with lion, the poet has written the word like this. Then the next question is, how does the poet suggest that you identify the lion and the tiger? अभी lion and tiger को कैसे identify करने के लिए बोला था? That if we have a yellow brown, that is the tawny color, है ना? Large and tawny colored, large and tawny beast लिखा हुआ था, ठीक है? And you may die out of fear, and if you're dying and it's roaring at you, so that's your Asian lion, right? And agar we have a animal that has black stripes on a yellow ground, है ना? And he attacks you and tries to kill you, that's your Bengal tiger. Okay, so that's how you can differentiate between the two animals. Then the next question is, do you think the word lep and lip in the third stanza are spelled correctly? Why does the poet spell them like this? Why has the poet spelled them like that? Because he wants to, you know, put a bit emphasis on it, okay, and to maintain the rhyme of the poem, okay, and to create a humorous element, element of humor. That's why he has written the spelling like that. Then look at the line, a novice might nonplus. A novice might nonplus. I've already told you the meaning of it. Okay, someone who's new to it might get confused. Nonplus means to get confused. How would you write this correctly? Why is the poet incorrect line better in the poem? Okay, a novice might nonplus. It's not exactly how it should be written. It should be written, a novice might be nonplussed. Okay, this is how it should have been written. But the poet has written it to bring out the rhyme. Okay, like to he has written nonplus उसको 10 word के साथ rhyme करने के लिए ना, otherwise these two words they won't rhyme with each other, right? So he has written it like this instead of this to, you know, to rhyme it with thus. Okay, so I hope you understood the poem. I hope you understood the explanation, the rhyme scheme, the poetic devices. I also gave you answers to the questions of NCERT. And read the poem again from your book. Try to understand yourself, and if you don't, watch the video again. I hope you'll understand it eventually. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.